Hello everyone! Welcome to Sir Parts Online's How to Improve Your Life Using Understanding Quotations. This is Christian Vin Bantayanon Partosa, your lifelong learning buddy. Before we're going to start our presentation, I would like to invite everyone to please subscribe our channel, Sir Parts Online, and please ring the bell so that you could get the latest videos directly on your gadgets. Okay, so our first quotation comes from Albert Einstein. He said, "Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding." Yes, it's true. I do believe on this particular quotation because the result of force would be damage. So we have to remember that understanding is very important in order for us to have a peaceful life. Okay, so sometimes we have four types of behavior. We have the aggressive, we have the passive, we have the assertive, and the semi passive. Okay, so if we do some aggressive, usually by force, what will happen is that the other person will lose and you will win. The result of that would be he or she will get angry with you. So you cannot attain peace. By being passive also, you will win. The other person will not win because he will just accept it, and he won't care no more about you. So that will be a loss for a long time, loss for yourself. So you need to really have this understanding. So what is the good thing is you need to be assertive. In assertive, you will explain your part, and then after that you will also inform the others that you understand his or her idea, and then you explain, you give some examples why you said so, and then it's a win-win. Usually it's a win-win strategy. So you really have to understand the other person. If you don't understand, usually there will be an effect to that. Maybe you could not see that right now, but later on, there will be effects, especially to that particular person. So you have to remember, we have to understand that all persons have strengths and weaknesses. I always said that all persons have strengths and weaknesses, and in order to understand other people, you have to focus on their strengths, and for their weaknesses, you have if you cannot solve that, maybe it can be solved by uh, by what, by asking help from other people. So that's it. So if you understand that idea that all persons have weaknesses and strengths, and mistakes are normal, it is inevitable. So uh, if you understand that, there will be peace. Okay, so peace. Then, quotation number 2. Understanding your past can help you create a better future, by Robert Chu. So this is very important, the understanding our past, because in our past we have failures and successes. So failures are very important because why? Because you will no longer, if you will understand that failure, you will no longer experience that in the future or even in the present. If you will not understand those failures, if you will not think over about why you failed, it will really comes back again. The failure will really happen again in your life. So, and also, it's also very important to understand your success. You have to ask yourself, I do believe each of us experience failure and success. All of us experience that. So you try to imagine right now, what are those events wherein you are successful. You try to ask what happened. Who are the people involved in my success? What are the characters that I have during that time. Okay, what skills did I use in order for me to achieve that particular goal in the past? So if you do that, chances are in your present and in your future you will be successful. Okay, so another thing is, you if you don't understand your past, there's also a saying about from George Santayana. He said, if you do not study history, you're destined to repeat it. So if you don't study your failures, eventually those failures will happen again. Okay, so quotation number 3. This is from Anonymous. Listening is the beginning of understanding. So, okay, this is a very important quotation, and we should use this one. The moment that you learn this today, you must know how to listen. You have to remember that listening and hearing are two different things. When you say hearing, you hear the information but you did not process it. Remember when you join or you attend your class and you don't listen? Okay, you hear your teacher but you did not listen, and then when your teacher asks you, you could not answer because you're not listening even though you're hearing. I remember this when I had my college years, when during 2:30 to 4 class, when I am very sleepy, and what I did was, at first I'll try to position like in a sleeping position like that, and then I'm not sleeping, I'm listening, and then my teacher asked me, called me, and then I answered. So since my teacher understand that during that time, maybe I'm not feeling well, that's why I'm doing that. And the next time I do it, I really sleep, and mm, maybe the teacher do not called me again because he or she think she thinks that I'm still listening. Okay, so another way of how did you know that a person is listening? How did you know that the person is listening to you? Okay, here's a tip. If he or she is looking at you, okay, because one way of knowing that a person is really listening to you is he or she is looking at your eyes. If he or she is not looking at your eyes, or he or his face is not facing to you, parallel to you, maybe like that or like that, that means he or she is not listening to you. So anyway, if you're a speaker, do not try to be distracted with those persons in the audience. You have to look for the audience that truly listen to you, and especially you try to look at their heads also, if they would uh, if they would do like this, okay, meaning they agree with what you said, or if you don't agree with what the speaker had said, so you will probably raise your eyebrows, and probably the speaker can get that information to you. That is non-verbal communication, and what will happen is that he or she will explain more to you. Okay, or probably she'll, do you have a question? The speaker would ask that to you. Okay, so listening is the beginning of understanding. We need to listen to the other side of the person. During my younger years of my career, I usually don't listen to, especially to the ideas of the other people, especially if I know I'm right. But right now, I'm growing. I might be growing. I'm getting older, and I know that all ideas, since after knowing that all ideas are correct, okay, all ideas are correct, uh, so he or she has a reason why he or she is doing that thing, so you can consider that. Another thing is when you know that people really are some are are ignorant, if they don't know that particular thing because they're ignorant, they still don't know on that particular information. So that's the reason why they could not understand you. So you have to accept that. So that's it. Our quotation number 3. Let's proceed now to our quotation number 4. Speak your heart. If they don't understand, the message was never meant for them anyway, according to Yasmin Mogahed. So speak your heart. So whatever you want to say, you have to say that, regardless of the positions, regardless of the status, because you have the right to speak, you have the right to express your opinion, you have the right to participate. So you have to speak that. So if they don't understand what you mean, it's just okay, because the message, according to Yasmin Mugahed, was never meant for them anyway. So if you're having, let's say, a YouTube channel, you're sharing information and nobody likes you at the start, it's just okay, because we are still starting, and later on, our the YouTube continues to save our information here, and someday, if there are already lots of videos we shared, the law of reciprocity is, that's a law. So if you share, something will also will return to you later on. So that's it. So speak your heart, whatever you want to. Okay, so let's go to quotation number 5. Purpose is understanding why you do what you do, according to Billy Cox. Okay, so purpose is very important in our life. If we lose a purpose of our life, some people will get into suicide. They will end their life because they could no longer see their purpose in life. So how could we see our purpose in life? First, we have to remember why we are here on earth. Okay? Why we are on earth. What is your purpose in life? What is your profession right now? What is your job? What is your business right now? Is that really your purpose in life? If that is your purpose in life, so do your best on it. You have to know, you have to understand why you do what you do. For example, in my case, my purpose for Surparts Online is to give information on lifelong learning, and we really really we I really have problems with regards to uh, teach people about lifelong learning. And we have that's my niche. I choose that niche. But aside from that, I also teach chess and speaking skills, time management skills. Those are all lifelong learning skills which are very important for the betterment of humanity. So that is my purpose in my life. I have my business, the lifelong learning services, last 2017, and its philosophy is learning is lifetime. So I encourage everyone to become lifelong learners. You will learn from child to adult. You have to learn. And another is my chess. I also study chess because I do believe that age is not a factor for learning. You can learn at any age if you want. Okay, so thank you very much for watching our series on how to improve your life using quotations. Today we had the understanding quotations. Before we will end, I will greet my Facebook friends. First, to our Honorable Chali Camazo of Jose Rizal Memorial State University, our board secretary in the Board of Regents. Happy birthday to you, ma'am. And Charizili Ricky Francisco Calabria, Rowena Balbuena Mijares, Gloria Inopia, Dison D. Rich, Ricky Calabria III, Fatima Luz Partosa, and Flor Ventolero. And also happy birthday to those Facebook friends who disabled their birth date. So happy birthday to you. So sorry if I wasn't able to include your names here because I just used the information from Facebook. So happy birthday to you. I wanna sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Wishing you um a happy birthday and more blessings to come. God bless you and your family always. Look for your purpose driven life. Continue to give, to share, and thank you very much for our friendship. I hope it will last forever, my forever. Okay, so I want to invite everyone to please subscribe and ring the bell so that you could get the latest videos directly on your gadget. So always remember, learning is lifetime. Goodbye.